Can you hear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
This is your syllabus. So you have 8 units in second year zoology, right? In the 8 units, first unit is human anatomy and physiology 1. Anatomy and physiology you have to study, and that too about human beings. In first year you have studied about chordata, isn't it? Phylum
Yes, ma'am.
chordata, in that class Mammalia. So human beings comes under class Mammalia, and here in second year you will study about human beings in detail. Is it clear? So
Madam.
first unit is human anatomy and physiology 1, where you have to study about digestion and absorption, that is digestive system and absorption of the food material. And second one is breathing and exchange of gases, means about respiratory system. That is first unit. And in unit 2 you will study body fluids and circulation, that is circulatory system, about the heart and circulation of blood. And 2b is excretory products and their elimination, how excretion takes place, how the kidneys are working. What are the excretory organs? Kidneys. So how kidneys are working, you will study on that. The next one, unit 3. In unit 3 you will study about the musculoskeletal system, locomotion, about locomotion. And in the next one you will study neural control and coordination, wherein you will study about brain and nervous system, how your brain is working, how your nerves are working, what type of nerves are there. So all these you will study in that. And in the next chapter you will study human anatomy and physiology 4, endocrine system and chemical coordination. Coordination is of 2 types. One is neural coordination and another one is chemical coordination. So in neural coordination, you will study about brain. In chemical coordination, you have to study about endocrine system. So unit 4 comprises endocrine system and chemical coordination. And also immune system, right? What is immune system? Vasanta, Vishala. Hello, Vishala. In this,
Madam, hello.
yes, you are not responding in group. What happened, Vishala? We have WhatsApp group, isn't it? In that you are not responding, not sending notes. Are you watching the videos?
Yes, madam.
Yes, but you are not writing notes. Try to write notes whenever you see
No, madam.
video.
Today.
You are posting them. Okay. So next one is immune system,
Okay.
where you will study about immunity of the body. Nowadays you are hearing much about immune system and immunity, isn't it? What happens if you don't have immunity? Which virus is affecting most of the people with less immunity? Coronavirus,
Yes, ma'am.
isn't it? So you'll study
Yes,
about
ma'am.
immune system in 4th unit. And next unit is human reproduction. Human reproduction, where you will study about male and female reproductive systems and reproductive health also. That also you will study in reproductive system. And next unit is genetics. Next unit is genetics, where you have to study about the genes, chromosomes, and how the characteristics are passing from one generation to another generation, that is inheritance of traits or characteristics, what are responsible for inheritance, and some disorders which are passing from generation to generation, which are called genetical disorders, like sickle cell anemia, color blindness, all these things you will study in that chapter. And next one is organic evolution. Your 7th unit is organic evolution, where you have to study about evolution and the process of evolution, theories of evolution, how evolution is taking place. And next one is applied biology. 8th chapter is applied biology. In applied biology, you will study about technologies and methods by which diseases are diagnosed, like MRI and CT scan, all these things, and also about some uh, disorders, how to diagnose them, and about fisheries, about animal husbandry, and also about apiculture and aquaculture. Right? Let us see the model paper. Model paper is similar to your first year paper, pattern of questions. Is it clear, Sushmita? Can you hear? Yes. So it is also for 60 marks. In section A, you have to answer all the questions. 10 questions will be there, very short answer type questions. 10 into 2, 20 marks. And in the next one, next section, that is section B, you have to answer 6 questions. Each question carries 4 marks. And 8 questions will be given. There is choice. You have to answer any 6. And in section C, 3 questions will be there. Long answer type questions. 3 questions will be there. You have to answer any 2. So in these 3 questions, one will be from the circulatory system or excretory system, and 1 question will be from the reproductive system, and last question will be from your genetics. From genetics, last question. So 3 questions, 3 long answer type questions will be there. You have to answer any 2. Is it clear? Model paper.
Yes, madam.
Okay. Shall we start our first lesson today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Those who attended college in the last year, we have started with this lesson, that is digestion and absorption. Rupa and others, Kutta, Sushmita were there. So let us again start this lesson. That is, you have already seen videos also, isn't it? The first lesson
Yes, madam.
digestion, human digestion and absorption. So here first you have to understand what is digestion. In lower classes you have studied. We take different types of food material, isn't it? Depending on the food, we can classify animals into herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Do you remember? So herbivores means they eat only plant and plant parts. Carnivores means flesh-eating animals. Omnivores means what are omnivores? They eat all types of food material. So when all types of food materials are taken, these should be digested. So what is digestion is the process of conversion of complex food substances into their simple absorbable forms. So what is digestion? It is conversion of complex food substances
Complex food substance.
simple absorbable forms.
Absorbable forms.
That means they should be converted into substances so that they can be absorbed into your blood. Where they have to be absorbed, they should be absorbed into your blood. They should be mixed into your blood. Then they go to all through the blood. The digested food enters into all parts of the body, where you get energy from the assimilated food material. Okay. So this is the definition. Write down the process of conversion of complex food substances into their simple absorbable forms is called digestion. Our food mainly comprises carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, isn't it? They are the three parts of the food material. So carbohydrate should be converted into glucose. Proteins should be converted into amino acids.
Aminos.
And fats must be converted into glycerol or fatty acids. So carbohydrates, proteins, fats are the complex materials, and glucose, amino acids, and glycerol are the simple substances. That is when carbohydrates are converted into glucose, they will be absorbed into blood. Otherwise, not. Okay. Fat should be converted into glycerol. Then now we'll see what are the parts of the digestive system. Right? So human digestive system. Now we are studying about human digestive system. What are the parts of the digestive system? We can divide it into two parts: alimentary canal and
Associated glands.
Associated gland.
Alimentary canal is very long tube, isn't it? Its starting point is mouth and ending point is anus.
And anus.
Starting first opening is called mouth and the last one is called as the anus.
Anus.
That is alimentary canal. Starts with mouth, ends with anus.
Anus.
And there are 8 parts in the alimentary canal.
Alimentary
The
canal.
mouth,
Alimentary
buccal
canal.
cavity, pharynx,
And it's
esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine,
Small intestine.
anus.
Large intestine.
I'll repeat.
Anus.
In alimentary canal, mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach,
And
small intestine, large intestine,
small
and anus are there. The first one is
Anus.
mouth and last part is the anus.
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 And when we see associated glands, what are associated glands? Means the glands which are associated with digestion, associated with digestive system and working for digestion of the food material.
Food
First
material.
one is salivary glands. Where are the salivary glands present? They are
Glands.
present in buccal cavity or mouth. And next one is gastric glands. Gastric glands are present in stomach. And next is intestinal glands.
And in glands.
They are present in intestines.
Intestine.
Then last one is liver.
Liver.
Liver is the largest gland. Liver is the largest gland. So 4 glands are associated with your digestive system. So digestive system contains alimentary canal and associated glands. Let us see the picture of your digestive system, how the digestive system is there. See here. This is the mouth, isn't it? In the mouth, this part is called, the mouth is surrounded by lips, which are called as labia. Upper lip and lower lip.
Lower lip.
They are called labia.
Labia.
Typically, they are called labia. And this part is called as the oral cavity. What is it? Oral cavity or buccal cavity.
Oral cavity.
Yes. So in buccal cavity, you have again different parts. What are the parts? Teeth are there and tongue is there. This is upper jaw and this is the lower jaw. And glands, salivary glands are also present. 3 types: parotid, submandibular, and sublingual glands. So these are the 3 types of the glands, salivary glands, which are secreting saliva. Right. The next part is called as the pharynx. This is the pharynx. Pharynx leads into long tube. This long tube, which is called esophagus.
Esophagus.
Esophagus. Right. And esophagus leads into next part, that is, this is the esophagus. It is leading into a bag-like structure. What is this bag-like structure?
Stomach. Stomach.
Stomach. Very good. What is the shape of the stomach? It is J-shaped. J-shaped stomach is present. And this stomach, the next part after stomach, small intestine starts. And in the small intestine, this
Small
is
intestine and
U-shaped
Yes, ma'am.
structure. This is called as duodenum. It is duodenum. Yes,
duodenum.
duodenum is the first part of small intestine. Duodenum is the first part of small intestine.
Small intestine.
Yes. Then duodenum leads into next part of the small intestine, that is jejunum. This is the jejunum.
Jejunum.
Yes.
Jejunum.
Then jejunum leads into next part of the small intestine, that is ileum. Ileum.
Ileum.
So duodenum, jejunum, this is
Ileum.
duodenum,
Helium.
jejunum, and this is ileum,
Ileum.
last part of the small intestine, which is highly folded. It will be up to 7 meters in length. Right. So this is the small intestine, 3 parts of the small intestine.
Small intestine.
And this small intestine, what is the last part of the small intestine? It is ileum.
Helium.
Ileum leads into large intestine. This is the large intestine.
Large.
And large intestine is also divided into different parts. This is called as cecum. This is cecum,
Fecum.
cecum. And this is the colon. This
Fecum.
bulged one is called as the colon. In colon, 3 parts are. One is ascending, going up, isn't it? So this is
Ascending colon.
ascending colon. And this is transverse.
Transverse colon.
Transverse addanga. So transverse colon. Right? This transverse colon. And this one is descending, coming down.
Ascending
Descending colon.
colon.
Ascending colon, transverse colon,
Transverse colon. Descending colon.
Ascending colon.
and this part is called as rectum.
Rectum.
Rectum. And rectum opens through anus.
Anus.
Anus is controlled sphincters again. So anus is the, in your NEET questions or in your entrance examinations, you will be asked what is the first part of your alimentary canal and what is the last part. First part is the mouth and
Mouth,
the last
part is
part
the anus.
is the
Anus.
anus. So can you see all the picture, all the labelings here in the diagram? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to draw this diagram. In your practical examinations, you will be given this diagram. Right? You have to draw the digestive system of human beings.
Human
That is the major
Okay,
question
madam.
of practical examinations. So you have to learn digestive system with labeling.
Okay,
Right?
ma'am.
After this, we'll see one by one all the parts which are present in the human digestive system. What is the first
Sure.
part? What is
Mouth.
the first one? It is the
Mouth.
Mouth.
mouth is the first part. We'll see what are present in the mouth. What are the parts
Mouth.
present in the mouth?
Mouth.
Yes, mouth leads into buccal cavity or oral cavity. You can also call
Oral
it
cavity.
buccal cavity or
Buccal
cavity.
Over.
Yes, mouth is guarded by lips. What are they called? Labia.
Labia.
Lips, upper lip and lower lip.
Lower lip.
lip.
In between the mouth and your teeth, there will be small opening, which is called as vestibule. And it leads into buccal cavity.
Buccal cavity.
So when you open your buccal cavity, on the upper side, you will see a bony plate, which is called as palate. What is that? Palate. Palate. Palate is there. So this palate is divided into 2 parts. hard palate and soft palate.
Soft to palate.
We'll see the picture of palate. See here, this portion is the palate. This complete portion is the palate. This is the buccal cavity, right? So this is palate. This is upper lip and this is the lower lip. Teeth. What is this? Tongue. Tongue here. And this is called palate. A bony plate which is called as the palate. And when you feel your palate with your tongue, all of you feel your palate with, touch your palate with your tongue. You can see hard surface. You can feel hard surface here, isn't it? Yes, that is called as hard palate. Having palatine rouge. Palatine rouge are present in the hard palate. That is why it is hard. It will be helpful in chewing the food material. And next one is the soft palate. This is the soft palate which is lined by mucous membrane. And this part which is hanging down is called as uvula. What is it called? This is uvula. Kondanaluka. Right? This is the uvula. What is uvula? It is the last part of soft palate. And what is the function of uvula? Is when you are swallowing the food material, it closes the nasopharynx so that the food material doesn't enter into your trachea or into respiratory system. It helps the food material to enter only into the esophagus, not into your nasopharynx or into your respiratory tract. So this is uvula. Sometimes we'll get infection to uvula, isn't it? It becomes bulged and you will feel difficulty in swallowing. And this is the tongue and these are the teeth. So these are the teeth which are present. We'll see how the teeth are there. So arrangement of teeth is called dentition. What is it? It is dentition. Arrangement of teeth is called dentition. So this is the upper teeth. These are the upper teeth, and these are the lower. How many teeth are there altogether? What is the number of teeth in adults?
32, ma'am. 32, ma'am.
32. And in children, 20 teeth are there. 20 teeth are there. So when we see the dentition, when we observe the shape of these teeth on the upper jaw and on the lower jaw, they are present on the jaw, isn't it? They're present in the sockets of the jaw bones. So when we see these teeth, they're present in the jaw bones and there are different shapes. They are of different shapes because they perform different functions. Here, these are the molars, premolars, and canines. And these are the incisors. These are incisors. These are canines, right? And these are premolars. And these are the molars. Molars. They have got different functions. What is the function of this canines? Incisors, first 4 teeth. What is the function of this teeth?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Cutting. Cutting, ma'am.
Cutting. Very good. Then canines. What is the function of canines? Tearing. They help in tearing sugar cane, like that. And what is the function
ma'am.
of premolars and molars?
Grinding, ma'am.
Grinding.
Grinding, ma'am.
Grinding.
Very good. So how many types of teeth are there?
4 types of teeth, ma'am.
Types. What are the types? Incisors, canines, premolars, and yes. And arrangement of teeth on the jaws is called dentition. Arrangement of teeth on the jaws is called dentition. Dentition. Okay. And we'll see what is the origin of teeth, how they are formed.
Ectomesodermal
Yes, that means they are formed from ectoderm and also
and
mesoderm.
mesoderm.
This is very important. This is very important point. What is the origin of teeth?
Ectomesoderm.
Means they are formed from ectoderm and also from mesoderm. Ectoderm and also mesoderm. We'll see when we study about the structure. And dentition in human beings is called thecodont. Thecodont. Why they are called thecodont is they are present in the sockets of jaw bones. That is why they are called thecodont. Right? They are present in the sockets of the jaw bones. Then next one is they are diphyodont. They are called diphyodont. Yes. In your lifetime, how many times you get teeth?
2 times.
Yes. First set is called milk teeth or deciduous teeth. They'll fall away, isn't it? That is why they're called deciduous teeth or milk teeth. 20 in number. And second set is called as
Permanent teeth or adult teeth.
permanent teeth. If you once get
Or
permanent
adult
teeth, they will not come again. You have to go for 3 artificial teeth or teeth sets. Right?
Yes, madam.
2 types of teeth. One is milk teeth and another one is
Milk teeth.
permanent teeth.
Permanent teeth.
We can see the dental formula, how they are arranged on half of the jawbone. On each half of the jawbone, that is on the right side and on the left side, on half side, how they are arranged. So in adults, dental formula is 2, 1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
ICEM. I means incisors. C means canines. Premolars. Molars. So 2, 1, 2, 3 is the dental
2, 3.
formula in adults. And when we see
Adult.
the dental formula in babies, it is 2, 1, 0, 2. So in babies, which teeth are absent?
Molars,
Very
madam.
good. That is important for your need. Right. That is one of the need questions. In babies, in human babies, which teeth are absent? Premolars are Premolars are absent. How many teeth are there in babies? 20.
20.
Adults? 32.
32.
Adults, last teeth, the last teeth, which are molars, are called as wisdom tooth. It's called wisdom tooth. So 32 and 20. In adults, 2, 1, 2, 3 by 2, 1, 2, 3. In babies, 2, 1, 0,
102.
Okay. So in human beings, 4 types of teeth are there: incisors, canines, premolars,
Molars.
and origin is ectomesodermal.
Ectomesodermal.
Thecodont dentition means
Which is
present in the
socket
socket
of
of
embedded in the sockets of the jaw bones.
then diphyodont teeth means
Two sets of teeth
Yes, two
during
sets of teeth
lifetime.
in the lifetime. One is milk teeth and one is permanent teeth.
Permanent teeth.
Permanent teeth.
And dental formula is arrangement of teeth. The formula of teeth on the
Adult.
jaw.
Adult.
In adult, 32 teeth are there. Dental formula is 2, 1,
32 teeth.
by 2.
2 by
2 1 2 3 by 2 by 2 1 2 2.
And in babies, 20 teeth are there. What is the dental formula? Write down. Are you writing down, noting down the points?
Yes, ma'am.
2,
Yes,
1,
ma'am.
0, and 2, 1, 0, 2.
2.
2.
So this is the buccal cavity, palate, tongue, you can see. And this is the arrangement of teeth. And now we'll see the structure of tooth. Right? How is the
Yes,
tooth
Yes,
made?
Yes,
We
ma'am.
can see 3 parts in the tooth. The first
Tooth.
part above the gums is called as crown. Next one is
Neck.
which is present in the gums. And next one is root.
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 Crown,
Root.
neck and root or the
Neck,
3 parts
root.
of tooth. And your tooth are made up of hard substance which is called as dentine. Tooth are made up of dentine.
Dentine.
Hard
Dentine.
substance. And this dentine is formed from odontoblast. These are the cells. Odontoblast of mesodermal origin.
Origin.
All of you know that there are 3 germ layers. First one is
Crown.
ectoderm, mesoderm,
Mesodermal.
3 germ layers. So your dentine is formed from mesoderm.
Mesoderm.
Yes. What is the origin of dentine? Mesoderm.
Mesodermal origin.
In the crown part, dentine is covered by another substance which is called enamel. What is that? Enamel. Shining part on your teeth. Enamel. So crown of the tooth is covered by enamel.
Enamel.
Enamel is the hardest substance of the body. This is again one important question, important point to note down. Hardest substance of the body. That means in your entire body, what is the hardest substance?
Enamel.
Enamel. Where is enamel present?
Around
Where
the
is
crown.
enamel
Around
present? It is covering the crown of
around the dentine.
It is covering the crown of the tooth.
Crown.
Dentine.
Then enamel is made up of ameloblast.
Blast.
Enamel is secreted by ameloblast. These are the cells which are secreting enamel. And what is the origin of ameloblast? It is ectoderm. That means enamel origin is
The
ectoderm.
Ectoderm.
Dentine origin is mesoderm.
Mesoderm.
Dentine origin is mesoderm.
Mesoderm.
Complete tooth is made up of dentine. It is covered by enamel. Dentine origin is mesoderm. Enamel origin is ectoderm.
Ectodermal.
Right, that is why we say the origin of the tooth is ectomesodermal. Here we have written, isn't it? Ectomesodermal. Means some part is made up of ectoderm and some part is made up of
Mesoderm.
yes. So that is about the origin of tooth. Have you written these points?
Yes, madam.
Mesoderm, then enamel, ameloblast. What is the hardest substance of the body?
Enamel.
Enamel.
The hardest substance of the body. And what are the three parts of your tooth? Crown,
Crown, neck, root.
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 Neck,
Where is crown present? Above the gum.
top,
Around
Neck is present in the jaws. Root is present inside the jaws.
inside.
Yes. Now this is the structure of your tooth.
Tooth.
Tooth means singular, isn't it?
Single, teeth.
Teeth means plural.
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 Yes, this is the complete structure of your tooth. How is this? This part, shining part, is the enamel. It is made up of what? It is made from which cells? Enamel. Yes, check your notes. Enamel is made up of, what is this? Ameloblast.
Ameloblast.
Ameloblast. What is the origin of ameloblast? Ectodermal.
Ectodermal origin.
Ectoderm. Yes. Now this is the enamel, shining part, hardest substance. And unstable. And this is dentine. This complete tooth is made up of dentine. This is dentine. And these are the gums. This is gum, one side of the gum, and this is the other side. And this is the socket of the gums. Socket of the gums. So your tooth is present. It is fixed inside the gums, in the socket of the gums, isn't it? So this part is the crown, and this is neck, and this complete portion is present root. Below is root, neck in the jaws, and above the jaws, crown is present. This is the enamel. This is the dentine. And this is called pulp cavity. A cavity is present. The blood vessels, nerves. This is the pulp cavity. Yes. And this lining, which is present in between the gums and your teeth, is called as periodontal membrane. This membrane is the periodontal. Yes, periodontal membrane is present between the jaws or the gums and the tooth. And these are the nerves and blood vessels. So that means tooth are connected with blood and nerves. That is why you have feeling when your teeth are not proper, you will get pain, isn't it? Because of these blood vessels and also the nervous system. Nerves and blood vessels are there. So what is the main function of your teeth? To grind the food material, to cut, taste, and grind the food material. The structure of the tooth, this diagram is for 4 marks. For your IP, you have to draw this diagram, and this will come in your short answer type questions. That is 4 marks in section 3. Right? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And next part in the buccal cavity is the tongue. What is the next part? It is tongue. And tongue is called universal toothbrush. Do you have brushes at your home to brush your teeth?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. In ancient days, in olden days, people used to brush their teeth with their tongue. That is why it is called as universal toothbrush. Even animals clean their teeth with their tongue.
Tongue.
So that is why it is called universal toothbrush.
Universal.
So when we see this tongue, it is attached to your buccal cavity through frenulum. With frenulum, soft tissue, it is attached to your buccal cavity and it has 4 papillae. Tongue is the sensory organ, isn't it? What
Yes,
sense
ma'am.
it perceives?
Taste.
Tasting.
Taste.
Tasting, madam.
Taste, right. So to taste the food material, it has papillae, small projections on the tongue. And 4 types of papillae are present on the tongue. Note down these 4 types. First one is fungiform. Fungiform papillae, they are present in the anterior margin and also tip of the tongue. And next one is filiform.
Filiform.
They are present on the surface of the tongue.
Surface of
And
the
next one is circumvallate, posterior surface and
Posterior
base of the
surface.
tongue. Posterior surface and base.
And base of the tongue.
Then next one is foliate,
Foliage.
foliate papillae, lateral
Lateral
sides.
side.
Side.
Fungiform papillae, filiform papillae, circumvallate papillae, and foliate papillae.
Foliate
Papillae.
So 4 types of papillae are present. See here in the diagram. Foliate papillae, filiform, fungiform, and circumvallate at the base. These are the circumvallate papillae. This is the frenulum with which tongue is attached to the oral cavity. So this is free end, this is the attached end. And this moves freely, tongue moves freely, isn't it? So this movement of the tongue, it is highly muscular and moves freely. And because of its movement, we can masticate the food, we can chew the food material. We can push the food material here and there from one side to another side.
Another side.
And it is also helpful in talking. So up to this, we'll finish now. Up to tongue. We'll see the next parts in the next class. Every day you'll be having
Okay, ma'am.